How's everybody doing today? Today we're going to be going over informative speech, which is actually, we're going to be going over hay loading on a common truck. So the type of trucks we're going to actually be going over is like the common pickup truck and everything. We're going to be going over, the main topic of today is how to load round bales of hay onto the back of a truck. Now right here you have the two round bales of hay, two pictures of round bales of hay. Round bales of hay typically are pretty moisture and water resistant. That's why they're more prone to people choosing those. And they typically, one bale of hay weighs between 700 and 900 pounds. Now, what you first need is you need to first get the hay, and you have to have hay, of course. And you need a front end loader, which you can see right here in these two pictures. Actually, the front end loader is actually a front end loader tractor, which is 60 HP or more, which has enough power to actually pick the bale up and put it into the truck. Now, with these forks, they typically have 2 or 3 spokes. Now, now we're going to go step by step through this diagram, and I already went over the key points, but we're going to go step by step through the diagram on what you actually need to do to load the hay. So right now we've gone over the round bales. Now they weigh anywhere from 700 to 900 pounds. You have the front end loaders, which you take the front end loaders, and then you have the person that's actually picking up the bale of hay, which is commonly uses Ford, Chevy, Dodge, etc. To put the hay in the back of the truck. Now, what you need to do is, first thing you need to do is you have to get your round bale of hay, and you take your front end loader, and you'll see a section where you can see the center bale of hay because it wraps in a circle. And you actually go to the top portion of the section, and you put your forks in right there. The reason you put your forks not in the middle, but in the top half of the hay bale, is because when you pick it up, you have to have a strong enough tractor, which is 60 HP or more, to actually lift it up over the side of the bed of the truck and then lower the hay down into the truck. Now, after you've lowered the hay down into the truck, since your forks are at the top half of the hay, the truck bed is going to be around the bottom half. So what's going to happen is you'll just back right out of the back of the truck and make sure to go slow, because you have to make sure you don't damage the side of the person's truck, or they're probably not going to buy hay again. Now, when you have the common trucks coming, I went over that, but basically, a lot of people use single trucks because they only need one bale of hay, or they might have a smaller farm animals, or maybe a smaller herd of cows, or just a couple horses or something to what they need. And actually, the one bale of round hay is actually better than, and it's equivalent to about 20 bales of square, small 5-pound square bales of hay. So, or $5 square bales of hay. But basically, we went over how to load it into the truck. Now we're going to go over the safety precaution that you should take after you load it into the truck. After you pulled the forks out and you moved the tractor out of the way, you should always, even if you can put the tailgate up in the back of the truck, you should always put a strap that goes from the inside. Usually there'll be a little hook in there. You should always put some type of strap around the side of the back of the hay to make sure the hay is actually staying inside the truck. It just adds a little more safety on your drive. Now that we've gone over at every step, you've loaded up your hay and everything, we're going to go over a couple benefits of buying one bale of hay versus, some square bales, continuously buying square bales of hay, or buying a majority of square bales of hay. Basically, it stacks easier in the back of the truck. It's very easy to stack. With the smaller bales, you have to really get them in there. It's less strain on a smaller, medium-sized truck. And you don't, I mean by strain, you don't have to really go back and forth, back and forth. You get that one bale and you get it under cover. You can continuously use that one bale for a long period of time. Now, they're easy to use and they're easy to unload even with and without a tractor. You actually don't need to unload the bale of hay with a tractor when you get to your destination. All you have to really do is undo the safety harness, lower the tailgate, and 1 to 2 people can actually get up there and roll that bale of hay straight off the back of the truck. Now, another thing is these the common round bales of hay, which are 700 to 900 pounds, they're more moisture resistant, especially at the center of the bale. What that means is with the smaller square bale and stuff like that, other types of bales, if they actually get wet or if water does get on them, they'll actually mold and they'll go bad a lot faster, and you'd end up throwing them out, and you'd actually save more money if you went with one bale of hay and you loaded that one bale of hay in the back of the pickup truck. So all you basically need is one bale of hay and a pickup truck, and you'll save extra money, because the moisture resistant means that the water's actually going to go into it, but the center of that bale will actually most likely could sit there for a year and never be touched by sun, snow, rain, anything. So you might get a bleach color on the outside, but the majority of that hay will always stay good.